Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. Today I thought I'd do a quick tutorial on sidechaining. Sidechaining is a technique where you can bring the kick out from behind instruments such as synths and basslines, and it can also be used just as an effect on its own, depending on what it is that you add it to. So let's get started. For this example, I'm going to create a bassline to apply the sidechain to, and to do that we will go to Instruments, Wavetable, and drag an instance of the Wavetable instrument onto this track, MIDI track. Now we need to also add in a MIDI clip. I'm actually just going to lower the length of that to 4, we don't need it to be that long. And let's just do some quick adjustments. I'm just going to adjust the ADSR. I'm going to then change to a saw wave. I'm going to transpose down, let's say 10. I will add some voices. Make it 5 voices. And let's hear what we've got. Oh, well, we need to add a note first, don't we? So let's just drag a note across the entire length of the loop and hear what it sounds like. That'll do. Okay, so one of the ways you can sidechain is by sidechaining your instrument, in this case the bassline, to your kick. To do that, you need to simply select the instrument that you want to be sidechained, go to Audio Effects and grab the compressor, add the compressor onto the end of your instrument, open up the sidechain toggle and turn the sidechain on. Then you need to choose what you want this instrument to be sidechained to. And for this example, we're going to be sidechaining to the kick. Now if we start playing, nothing is happening. But as we lower this threshold, you'll hear the sidechain take effect, and you'll start to hear that ducking sound as it is ducking behind the kick. So as you can hear, as we solo that, it becomes more prominent. We can also bring it right down for a very extreme effect, but you generally want it, well, you want it wherever you want it, I guess, but for this example we'll have it about here. Now if you find that your bass line or whatever you're sidechaining becomes quiet, you can adjust your output. And that brings the volume up to any sound lost as we adjust the threshold. So let's hear what that sounds like now. And that is pretty much the basic concept of a sidechain. Now the problem with sidechaining to a kick is if you decide to, you might want to have a musical breakdown, or you might want to stop your kick before the next section kicks in. You're going to lose the sidechain effect because there'll be no kick for it to be based off. So if I just expand my loop and then drag out the bass line. Now if I start playing again, listen to the bass line as the kick stops. As you can hear, because there's no kick to be sidechained to, you lose that effect completely. So a quick way to get around this is to create a separate sidechain track. So I've created a MIDI track up here that I've called Sidechain. What I'm going to do is grab an instance of operator and drag that on there. You can use any instrument you want, but I just find operator easy to use for this sort of thing. Get rid of the LFO, get rid of the filter. Now we need to create a MIDI clip. Now for this loop, we're just going to make it 1. And we're just going to add 4 notes in. And now what we're going to do is just drag over all of those notes and just make them a bit more kick-like. Perfect. Now we don't need to actually hear this sidechain, so we can turn it off. Now if we go back to our bass line, let's change the sidechain audio from the kick through to the sidechain. And now let's hear it. So it sounds exactly the same as it did with the kick, but when the kick finishes, you should hear that sidechain ducking effect carry on. Let's have a listen. So there you go. So that's pretty much it for sidechaining at its most basic level. There's definitely more advanced techniques that you can do as you get more experience, but this should help you get started in the world of sidechaining. If you've got any questions, please ask below. Otherwise, we will catch up again soon.